MI5 Paid Asset Helpline, how may I help you? Oh, hello, Charlie. Thank you so much for returning my call. Listen, I've got some new information to share with you. Now that President Trump has announced that he's running in 2024, the whole reinstatement narrative's got to change. Yep. We've got to just turn people away from the fact that for the last 2 years we've been telling them that he's going to get reinstated. So twofold. We start with Disinformation Is Necessary, as we've been following with that, and also just say, well, we did tell you that he was coming back, didn't we? We said he was coming back. It just so happens that he's now coming back because he's running in 2024. Just try and smooth it over by flooding them with lots of announcements about the QFS, Nosara Tosara, that sort of thing, and then dazzle them with the fact that you've been to Mar-a-Lago. Obviously, we're not going to mention that it was a ticketed event and that you were dressed to the nines for a secret all-hands Trump team meeting. Won't mention that. But just talk about that and how it was, that's why you were there, for the meeting, and that it was an all-hands Trump team, and now you're leading the QFS, that's why you were there. Nothing to do with ticketed events. Great, okay, yeah, marvellous. I can rely on you, Charlie. Marvellous. Goodbye.
Hi guys, Fraudy here. Well, good news, patriots, it's all happening. President Trump has just announced that he's coming back. And I did what I told you all, didn't I? I was right. I told you for the last 2 years that he was coming back. And I don't know why any of you are upset. I told you in my €11 a month Insiders Club that he would be coming back, and you're annoyed. And you're annoyed because I said that he would be reinstated. Well, he is going to be reinstated. He's going to be reinstated into the White House in 2025. And it was all part of the plan, and it was to disturb the bad guys. It was to disturb and unsettle the Democrats, and it worked very well, because they were all worried about it. That's why I said he would be reinstated, and insinuated that it would be for the last 2 years, every day, every time I went on my channel for the last 2 years telling you he was coming back. It was deliberate. It was Disinformation Is Necessary. I myself have just come from Mar-a-Lago, where I spent a good few very important days with a meeting with Mr. Trump, the Trump team, and the White Hats. And we all met up, and it was nothing to do with a ticketed event where I would spend thousands of my Insiders Club money, thousands of dollars on a ticket to spend the evening with Mr. Trump. No, that wasn't what it was. I was invited. I was just dressed to the nines, that was all. I was just dressed to the nines, and we had a lovely meal. Lovely dinner. It was very nice. And that's why. So it was a meeting, a proper meeting, nothing to do with a ticketed event. Anyway, disinformation is necessary, just remember that. And also remember, Jesus loves you.
All right, Baloney, here. Since you started presenting Fraudy's show, I thought I'd give you a little bit of intel to share. Trump is running again. What? What do you mean, what's he running? A tombola, Dave. He's running a tombola. God, he's running for president. How'd you get this job, eh? Flipping it. Right, listen, tell Sash.
he loves President Trump and he's itching to get back on a bus with that Scott bloke. So yeah, works out quite well.
Okay, alright, hello. I just got back from the prison visiting Captain Mark Richards, incarcerated for a crime he didn't commit. And, because he was off planet at the time. He was with the Galactic Federation at the time, but they framed him. Anyway, the Galactic Federation didn't frame him, but the feds framed him for it. Anyway, you know about that. Buy my book, you know about that. Anyway, he told me that Donald Trump is going to be running again in 2024, hot off the press from, he heard that, not because they get newspapers or they watch TV or anything like that. He learned that through the Galactics when he was out with the fleet last night. And, that's why I came to the prison today to talk to him, because he said he had some top secret intel. Basically, Trump is coming back. He's running again in 2024, and he is going to be disclosing these secret space programs. And if you want to know more about that, the interview that I did with Captain Mark Richards, you're just going to have to buy my book. Buy my book. You should all be buying my book. And that's the only way I'm going to tell you anything from now on. Ugh, I'm over it. Right, hello there. Okay, so we've just heard the marvellous announcement that President Trump is going to be running again in 2024. And now I know some of you are a little bit upset, so I just want to explain. Bicky Peg and I, well, I'll do the talking, Bicky Peg, you don't need to worry about it. Save your voice. But we are just going to explain why, for the past 2 years, we've been telling you that he was going to be reinstated. Now, the reason for that is, and I think you'll all agree with what you do you remember what what General Flynn bought me last year for Christmas? What General Flynn bought me? Dark to Light Light. Right. Disinformation is necessary. That's all I'm going to say. We had to do it this way, because if you had lost hope, if you'd lost hope, if we hadn't kept spoon-feeding you hopium and you'd lost hope, you wouldn't be as keen on him running again. So we had to keep that momentum going. That's why we did it this way. And Fraudy has been given permission to tell you that now. That disinformation is necessary. We are part of that. We are part of the team. We are part of the team. And that's why it had to be this way. That's why the narrative had to go the way that it did. And for those of you saying, what on earth was I donating for and giving you all my brilliant ideas for, because you lied. No, we didn't lie. Disinformation is necessary. Look, you don't work for MI5 like I do. You don't know them like I do. You're not part of it. You don't understand how it works. You're not developed enough to know. Trust me on this. It had to go this way. Right, I've got to go. Bicky Peg and I, we've got to meet up at 6. Bicky Peg, you need to get... No, actually, do you know what? Get my... Are you listening? Get my high-vis. Get the high-vis. We'll both put our high-vises on, actually. Because we've got people to meet with at 6. Leave the dogs. Just leave the... Go on, Bicky Peg. Gosh. Right, thank you. Thank you very much. Hello, Bicky Peg here. I'm about to do a Divine Feminine Roundtable with my good friend Polenta Trixie. And just before I go on and talk about love and light and all of that wonderful stuff that we like to talk about with her wonderful galactic companions that she manages to channel. Well, before we do that, I just wanted to reiterate what Lyman was saying earlier, which is that, disinformation is necessary, and we don't do it all the time. Obviously, we don't do it all the time, but just sometimes we have to. So, although we have been telling you for 2 years that Trump is going to be coming back, we're not wrong. We're not wrong. It's just we got the year wrong. And we didn't get it wrong. We were told to get it wrong. We were told to, and it's about boosting morale and keeping that hopium going. And it's important because we want you all happy and full of hope and love and light. And so that's why we told you that he was coming back. We do know that he's coming back, because he is. He's going to. He's definitely going to, but we just had to do it that way. I've got to go now because I think Lyman might be honking and he's forgotten that I was doing the round table. Got to go. Okay.
Oh, hey, it's me. It's Mad Max Maddie. As some of you may know, for the last 2 years, I have been down on my knees praying so hard to get Donald Trump back in office. And it turns out that my prayers have been answered. Thank you, Jesus, so much, because Donald Trump has just announced that he is going to be running again in 2024. You see, ladies, it pays to be down on your knees. You totally get the right results. And I know that he is going to be back in that White House again. And he is going to keep all of his promises and arrest all of those naughty, naughty, bad, bad people that he promised to arrest the first time around. I totally believe in him. And I know that you believe in him and Jesus too. Oh, hallelujah, our prayers are getting answered. Oh, I'm so happy. Mwah.
Hey, truth seekers, it's David Shilcon here. When I'm not in my mountain home communicating with squirrels and chipmunks and leaving out chicken bones for them and collecting pine cones that they gifted to me, I'm busy talking to my other credible insiders. And one of my credible insiders told me that President Trump was going to be making a comeback. Okay, so he might have said that for the past 2 years, but now it looks like it might actually be happening, because President Trump has announced he's running again in 2024. I'm so excited about this. I'm that excited that I've put on my monkey communication gloves and I'm going to start speaking in strange different accents because the monkeys love it. And then I'm going to put it on a video and put it on my channel so everyone can see the kind of weird meltdown I'm having. Hey, what do you think about that, Mr. Monkey Macaque? Oh, I think that's a great idea. Is that an Australian accent I'm picking up on, mate? Should we put another sausage on the barbie? Is that what we should do? Yes, that's what a great accent you're doing there, David Shilcon. I think your Australian accent sounds so authentic. I think so too, mate. I'm gonna write a book about it and sell it for $33 and 33 cents. What a great idea!
Oh, hello. This is Tarot by Janice, and I have some exciting news for you. I've just done a card reading, and there has been a very incredible announcement when it comes to Mr. T. For those of you who watched my last broadcast, I just need you to do me a favor. Just look into the screen right now. Just focus on the screen. Just focus on my face if you can. And I did say that the result of the midterm elections would be that Biden would be removed from the White House and that martial law would be imposed. So can you just look into your screens right now? You just look in the look. Take a look. Connect with my eyes. Just connect with the eyes. Okay. I'm just gonna do a spiritual mind wipe. Just push it out. Just push that thought out. My cards got it right. I got it right. There are no mistakes. There are no mistakes. There are no mistakes. It's gone. It's gone. Okay. Okay. So I just want to bring in the parrots right now. Just bring them in. Bring in those parrots. Just bring in that parrot energy. Here come the parrots. They're coming through now. I've been feeling that. I can feel it. They're here. They're here. Okay. And it is our great pleasure to announce that Mr. T has made his official announcement that he will be running again in 2024. Therefore, I was quite right when I said that he would be reinstated. I've been telling you the same thing for the past 2 years. I said that he would be reinstated, and he's going to be in 2025 when he wins the 2024 election. So therefore, I was quite right with everything that I have been telling you. Numbers change sometimes. Numbers change, and disinformation is necessary. So I did a little of that. But, the cards don't lie. The cards don't lie. And he is coming back. And that's what it's all about.
Hello, it's the Great British Turd here. Look, I have just heard from the Trump team, who I am totally connected to on a personal level. Okay, that Trump is going to be, well, he's just announced that he's running again in 2024, and I mean, what did I tell you? I told you he was coming back, didn't I? And I know some of you will argue the toss that I said that he was coming back sooner in a being reinstated sort of a way, but disinformation is necessary. That's what I've been told to tell you. So thank you so much for all your prayers. Your prayers have been answered. Just keep praying for him, because he's going to need all the prayers he can get. I'll see you later. Bye. Oh, hi, it's Targeted Individual here. Listen, right, I know all of my followers have been asking me, can you do a channeling of Archangel Michael? And I'm like, yeah, of course I can. I do it like all the time. As soon as my kids have gone to school, I come home and do channelings with Archangel Michael. So I done one, and Archangel Michael told me when he was like coming through, he told me that President Trump is going to be running again in 2024 and that he was going to win. Right, so it's just to let you know, because like I know people might say, well, yeah, it's been on the nose and that. I don't watch the nose. I'm boycotting mainstream media. I don't watch none of the news, so I don't actually know what's going on in the world. I only know through what Archangel Michael downloads into my brain in a beautiful, angelic, love and light sort of a way. So I'm just telling you lot what I know. You heard it here first. Well, you heard it from Archangel Michael first via my incredible talent, that Donald Trump's running again in 2024. It's exciting because he's going to free targeted individuals like myself from a life of being targeted. So I'm all for it. Trump 2024 and Archangel Michael is all for it as well. So there you go. I've got to go because I'm doing some readings from some of my followers. They absolutely love my readings. I've been asking for feedback from them, so I know that they're going to give me really good feedback, because I'm actually really, really talented and really, really good at it. Anyway, I've got to go. I'll see you later. Hello, Patriots! It's me, Nicky Nacky Noo. Oh, Patriots, I love it when I can come onto my show and share very exciting, interesting and exciting news. And today is a day for it, because Donald Trump, our president, my President Trump, has announced that he is running again in 2024. Now, I know we've been telling you for the last 2 years that he was going to be reinstated, and I got really confused. I had a little cry on my nan and I was a bit upset, and she said, just keep the faith, Nicky, just keep the faith, it's all going to be alright. And she was right, because Fraudy rang and he said, look, we're telling all of our followers, especially those that are paying €11 or £11 a month for our Insiders Club, we're telling them that disinformation is necessary, and that's why we had to do it that way, and it makes perfect sense. I don't ask too many questions, I just sell the merch. Now, speaking of merch, as well as a lovely silver coin with my gorgeous face on, you can also buy these patriotic grippy gloves. Grip on to patriotism. That's the tagline I'm using to sell them, with, of course, 17% off, Patriots. I'll see you again on my next show. It's exciting! He's coming back! Goodbye, Patriots! Sausage on the barbie!
Oh, hey, it's me, it's Mad Max Maddie, the totally qualified attorney of law, spiritual warrior, and extractions expert. I've got all my qualifications here, totally qualified in law. And I'm telling you that legally, what Intel Lady is doing is totally illegal. She is not allowed to parody anyone. It's all everybody knows. If you go on YouTube and you do parodies of people, that's actually against the law. And I learned that when I passed the bar, totally passed the bar. So I know that what she's doing is totally illegal. And actually, if you go ahead and watch any of her shows or hit the like button or subscribe to her channel, then you're actually literally breaking the law. It's totally not allowed, so don't do it, because you don't want the cops knocking at your door like they do at mine. I know how to deal with those police officers, but you guys, you spiritual warriors, you don't. And you don't want to get yourself into any trouble at all. So I'm here to save you, like Jesus would, by telling you, do not subscribe to Intel Lady, and definitely do not go to buymeacoffee.com/Intel Lady and buy her a coffee, because that girl, she doesn't drink coffee. She only drinks Adreno coffee. And as you know from extractions that I do, that is not a good thing to drink. Okay, guys, so stay away from your channel.
Sausage on the barbie!